everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, quick little PSA, if you can hear noise in the background, we have a new kitten, so that's him making all the noise, and if you might see him like zoom past a lot. Hi, long time. Yep, it's been a year. So basically I just wanted to make this like big comeback video and just explain why I was gone, what happened, stuff like that. So the last time I made a YouTube video was last May, and I think it was a Indian curry mukbang video at my partner's old place. So basically what had happened was that video came out, and then the end of May and start of June I had a complete mental breakdown. There were a lot of things building and leading up to this breakdown happening. I bleached all my hair and it all fell out and I had to cut it all off, and that's a whole other story time that I will more than likely do if you guys were interested. So that was a journey. And then I sadly tried to end my life. I tried to commit suicide. I'm not gonna go into how I did it or anything like that, but yeah, so I tried to commit suicide, and then I was really ill for like, obviously it didn't work. 3 days later I was really ill. I was vomiting all the time, I couldn't get off the toilet, I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I didn't drink anything in 3 days. So my mum and dad took me to the hospital and they were like, okay, we're gonna have to keep you in because you've left it so long, we don't know what damage has been caused, all that kind of stuff. So I was admitted into a hospital. I was in hospital for 3 days and I hadn't eaten or anything. So I hadn't really eaten in about a week at this point, near enough a week. I was evaluated by the psych team. I was on like this mental health ward with like other people who were mentally ill or had tried to commit suicide, and they put me on loads of different like drugs, and I was on a drip for 3 days straight to try and flush everything out. And then I had like a counsellor type doctor come and see me, and I saw him for like pretty much 2 days that I was there, and he was just asking like why, what happened, how I did it, why I did it, all that kind of stuff. And he, you know, I said to him, and I was truthful, I was like, look, if you send me home, I will more than likely do this again. Like, I do not want to be here. I cannot do this anymore. So then they were like, okay, we can't send you home because you're a risk to yourself. So then I was put on like this waiting list to be taken to a psychiatric hospital. And I was told that in the morning, and then that following evening a bed had come up in a local psych ward, which wasn't too far from me, so I could still have like visitors, which was really nice. So yeah, I was packed and ready to go. They took me into an ambulance and dropped me off at the psych ward. I was at the psych ward for about 4 weeks. I was seen by a counsellor, I was on different medication and all that kind of stuff, yeah. So that was a really big thing that obviously happened, and obviously all through that time I wasn't making content, I wasn't making videos for you guys. And then so after that I moved into, I didn't want to go home because a lot of my problems were stemmed from my home environment. So I didn't want to go and live back with my parents, so I moved into a supported accommodation. That has its own drama and story to go with it. So again, like the hair one, I will do a separate video for you guys if you're interested. But that one was crazy. Like, anyway, moving on. So I was in this supported accommodation for another month. So at this point it was about July, and then I couldn't be there anymore. That wasn't helping me, that was making me worse, and I was falling back into a depressive episode, and I was like, I don't want to be here, fuck this. So I packed everything up and I moved back in with my parents. I think it was August, it was either end of July going into August, my partner was living in a shared uni house. So all the other girls that my partner lived with had gone home for like the summer holidays, but they had decided to stay. So I moved in with them and I was living with them for like a month. And then pretty much end of August rolling into September last year, I moved back in with my parents, and me and my partner, we decorated my whole room, brought loads of new stuff for it, everything like that. And then my partner actually came and decided to live with me at my parents' house for support, and because it really, really helped me. And also with like money and stuff, like they were paying so much like rent in this shared house and seeing nothing for it, like it was horrible. And there was mould on the walls, it was horrific. So yeah, and then from then on, so from like last September to like July of this year, we had been living with my parents and things were going okay. We found that, you know, we are so madly in love with each other and we always help each other and we're always together. And, you know, when you find that connection with someone and they really are your soulmate and you would do anything for them, like I would die for this person, and we just proved to each other that we can do it and we can live together. So that was awesome. And then last year I decided to go back to college. So I have always, since I was little, I've always wanted to be, you know, with the FBI, or there's Ambrose. I've always wanted to be with the FBI, or I've wanted to, you know, be a detective and all this kind of stuff. But I always was told, you're not clever enough, you're not academic enough to do this. So I just never did. You know, I stayed with performing arts and then I moved into animal care. And I did enjoy it, but it just wasn't there. It wasn't hitting me. It wasn't something that I felt in my soul that I loved. And my partner actually studies criminology, and I would hear about their like lectures and their homework and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, man, I want to do that. Like, this is what I want to be doing. So last September I decided to go back to college and I studied on an access course, which is only a year instead of like 2 years, and it was in social science. So it was like sociology, psychology, criminology, all that kind of stuff. So I did that, and then it was meant to finish in July, start of July 2020. But then we all know Miss friggin' Rona hit. So my course got shut down, finished, whatever, you're done, in like end of March of this year. So then from March till July, I was doing nothing. I wasn't working because there was nowhere to get a job. I wasn't doing anything educational wise. So I pretty much had the whole year. It's the pandemic. I don't have to tell you guys because, you know, we're all going through it. So yeah, that was shit. And then in July, I was offered, well, it wasn't in July, it was start of the year, I was offered a place at my university that I really, it was my first choice. I really wanted to go. I was super excited. And yeah, so I got my place at the start of the year, and then we moved, me and my partner moved together here in the new place where I am now in July of 2020. And yeah, and then we've been here ever since. It's been a journey, 100%. And I've just been so busy with uni and moving to a whole new city, and with the pandemic and mental health and everything last year, YouTube got completely put back on the bandwagon and I just forgot about it. But I always knew that I wanted to come back, and I knew I wanted to do it in this new space because we're in such a lovely apartment, and you know, have grown so much, and I feel like I've grown so much from when I was doing the other videos like a few years ago. And even now on some of my videos I still get people watching them, even if they were like 2-3 years ago. I still get people commenting and all that kind of stuff, and it just makes me miss it so much. So this is why I'm sat down today and doing this video, because I really want to try again and I want to come back. So I'm hoping, the plan will hopefully be to get a video done. We're going to start off with just once every week. So hopefully I'll be uploading once every week. Now, I'm back with my camera, thank God, because it broke for ages, and that was another reason I stopped making videos, because I was like, can't do it on my mobile phone because it's shit quality. Didn't have a laptop because that broke, so I just had nothing to film on. So thankfully we're back with great quality, if I do say so myself, so I'm really happy with that. And I'm going to try and get into like editing a lot more and just things like that. So yeah, so I'm happy to be back and I'm excited to see where this chapter of my life goes. And I just think, especially this year, with, if you guys, you know, keep up with the YouTube world, we all know this year has been crazy, especially for YouTubers. And, you know, Shane Dawson got cancelled, Trisha got cancelled again, and then Jeffree Star got cancelled, and it's just been a really crazy fucking year for loads of different reasons, but especially with the YouTube world, like so many people have had to take accountability. And I just think now, coming towards the end of 2020 and going into 2021, I feel like there is such a market now for more YouTubers, fresh faces, you know, people who aren't racist, who aren't homophobic, who aren't any of this, who aren't involved in so much drama, and they just make videos because they love it so much. I think there is such a market for that now, and, you know, I want to do this. I have wanted to do this for so long, and now I feel like there is a gap in the market for smaller creators, different kinds of people to come up to the forefront. Now we've got rid of the trash, and the trash has taken itself out, and we can get rid of all that crap, and we can get new people and fresh faces and people who aren't drama filled and aren't just doing this for money or attention or any of this shit. People who sit down in front of a camera and are enjoying what they're doing, are interested, you know, things like that, and who can create a family on YouTube. So I'm gonna go. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm really excited to see what happens. We're gonna do a hair disaster video because that was crazy, and the supported accommodation one because that was a mess and you guys just aren't ready. So I love you guys so much, and also thank you so much to everyone who has stayed subscribed, even though I haven't posted in a year. Y'all have stayed subscribed, you're still watching older videos and stuff. I see the comments, I see the likes, and I'm just so grateful, and I thank you all so much. And I'm just really excited to be back. If you notice, I changed my name on YouTube, the banner, and my profile picture. So it's all good, and I've deleted some older videos that I just weren't happy with and I didn't like them anymore. So yeah, I'm super excited. I love you all so much, and please stay safe, wear a mask, and I will see you again very soon. Bye, Ghouls.